Hi friends, I have another craft for you today. Today we are going to make a trivet. This is the one I made. Isn't it cute? So if you don't know what a trivet is, you might also call it a hot plate or a hot pad. So it's something that you put on your table to put a hot bowl, like something that came out of the oven or off the stove. If you don't want to set it straight on your table, or if you just don't want your dish to set straight on the table, it's a trivet. So we're making it out of this, which is a glass. I think it's actually a cutting board at the Dollar Tree. It's year-round, so you can find it all the time. They come in round and square, about this size but square. And it's super simple. All you do is it's got four little silicone feet on the bottom that hold it up off your table. So we're going to take those off, put some fabric on it of your choice, and then glue the feet back on, and you got yourself a trivet. So fun. I saw this at a craft fair and I had to make one. So anyway, you need something sharp to get off your feet. So I think these are case knives. That works. You just go up a little bit and pull it off. This is to get labels off, I think. So you just go up under a little bit and pull it right off. Just like this. It's still a little sticky. We're going to put that up, face up, and I'm just going to pull them off. They slide right off. So just something a little sharp. And we're saving those for later. So don't throw that away. All right, now there's a little residue on there that we need to get off. Just a little sticky, not much. Actually, I just got it right here. So you can use Goo Gone, or I'm using baby oil. Something that just gets, I know lighter fluid does the same thing. I used to use that growing up. My dad used to use that all the time. So you just put some, I just got a little cotton square, or round, it's not a square. And it comes off super easy without using the Goo Gone. I think we have Goo Gone. I don't think we have lighter fluid, but it stinks. So I'm using baby oil. I like the smell of baby oil. And I'm just taking a paper towel and wiping off any residue from the baby oil. And that's it. So there's definitely a textured side and a smooth side. So we're working on the smooth side that we want to put the fabric on. So I got a little square, this cute red gingham. And there's no way to mess that up, but if you have a pattern on it, one, you need to make sure that you put the correct side of the fabric against the glass so it'll show up through the bottom. This is the same on both sides. I don't have a correct side that I can pick out, so it won't matter on mine. And you just put a layer of Mod Podge on this and then smooth it on. So I am going to, it doesn't matter which way you do it. You can put the Mod Podge on and then lay it down, or vice versa. I'm just going to put the Mod Podge on and lay my fabric on top of it. So most Mod Podge, I think all Mod Podge is like a sealer, but you might want to get some that says it's like dishwater safe, or what am I trying to think? Waterproof. We are not going to put this in the dishwasher. This is just a little Mod Podge from Dollar Tree. It works great. So you want a nice smooth layer. This layer is just kind of thin and smooth. I was wondering if this was going to happen. I usually use foam brushes, but I pulled out this real brush and my bristles are coming out. So if you use a real brush, be careful that you don't leave bristles behind. The reason why I wanted to use a real brush is because sometimes if I'm using a foam brush, it soaks up my Mod Podge. I use more out of the bottle than I need. There we go. Nice, smooth, even surface. And then you just lay down your fabric on it. Use your hands and smooth it out. How easy is this? Very easy. And then you put a whole bunch of Mod Podge. You may even want to repeat your layers. You want to put a good amount, nice thick amount of Mod Podge on top of the fabric. So you will see nice white Mod Podge on top. Now this is all cotton fabric. It doesn't matter what kind of fabric you're gonna use. It's not like we're putting this in the oven where acrylic fabric or fabric with acrylic will burn right up. We're not putting it in the oven. This is when you get something out of the oven. So we're putting a nice generous amount, and on the edges. Soak this bad boy up. So what's that gonna do? Make us have to wait for it to dry. And we really want this dry. So I'm not gonna show you on the video putting the feet back on, but I will tell you how to do it. What I could have done was make one at this stage, but I didn't think about it. So, sorry about that. I'm putting a nice thick layer. I did make sure that my fabric was smooth, so as in not wrinkled, but you actually are smoothing it out anyway, so if it's got a little bit of a crease, you get that smooths right out. And this fabric is super thin, and so the Mod Podge is going through it great. And that's our finished product. Can you see that? Without me tipping this. Hold this way. See? All right, so that goes over to dry. And if I had thought about it, I would have had one that was already dry. Again, sorry about that. But anyway, let's pretend. So I have my finished dry. It's going to take a little bit to make that dry. You know what you can do, and I actually did for this one. Put your oven all the way down, the heat all the way down. Mine goes to 170, but whatever it goes down to, so I know it's safe at 170. I put this, not with my plastic cover under it, but just the glass and the fabric on a cookie dish, and I stuck it in the oven. And my oven was all the way down at 170 is where mine was. And I cooked it for 20 minutes, set a timer, cooked it for 20 minutes to dry that bad boy. And it worked, because I'm a little, you know, I'm always in a hurry. I would not recommend doing the hair dryer. I would recommend the oven better. It does an even job, and you can start with a hair dryer, or I guess if it's super close to finished dried, you can touch it up with a hair dryer. But that's why I don't have my hot iron or my heat gun, or my hair dryer here, because I think the oven does a much better job, and I don't want to wait for 20 minutes. So anyway, I have one of these protective sheets where you can use a case knife and it doesn't cut through. So I laid that down on here, and I got my case knife, and the fabric is nice and stiff from the glue that we put it on. So you put fabric down, place fabric down, just take your knife and go around the edge of your trivet. It cuts a nice smooth edge. It does not fray. It's nice and perfect all the way around. It does not fray. I've used my other one that's made exactly like this for months. You just wipe off the top. If I spelt something on the bottom, I just wiped it off. I wouldn't submerge it in a sink of water, but I was able to completely clean the top and the bottom when I spelt something on the bottom. No problem. It's lasted great. So it's not, this is not fallen off or gotten air bubbles, nothing. So then here's the trick for the silicone. So you're getting your silicone, you place them at, evenly spaced around. You'll see where they are when you take them off. So something similar. They don't have to be perfect, something similar. Do not use a glue gun. You see, I don't even have a glue gun out this morning, and I always have a glue gun out because we need something heat resistant. And the glue gun glue is not heat resistant. It melts with heat. So we need something like E6000 super glue. Dollar Tree makes this super glue that you can pick up. Anything that's more permanent and heat resistant. So E6000 works great. We use it in some of our other crafts. You just put a little dab on the silicone and space them back out. Now that does not dry near as fast as the hot glue gun. So just leave it upside down, press it down, go do something else, come back and bam, you're finished. They're awesome. I love them. You can do them for every season. You can give them as gifts if you want to. You could even put a picture on the fabric, and so you got your pretty little face right there if you want to. I just like the fabric, but whatever works for you. And that's it. Easy, quick, fun, cheap. Can't get any better than that. Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you had fun. I hope you try it yourself. And we'll see you next time. Bye.